and just like that, we back. What's happening, everybody? What's going on? You know what I got to do. Got to put it out there. What's good with you? Happy Friday. Happy blessed Friday. You made it through another one. Yes, Lord, you made it through another one. We get ready to put this thing out there real quick. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We on and live. What's going on? Coach Mike in the building, already throwing up the alerts. Don't throw them up too early, nephew. Come on, man. You already know how we get down. What are we trying to do? Oh. Almost messed up, Mike. Almost messed up. What got me? Hold on now. Listen, we ain't got to hear all that. We got to put it out there. Hope everybody's doing all right. Mike, man, I see they had your name mixed up in that, in the rigmarole there a little bit. Yeah, man, your people's out there doing some shopping, man. Your people's out there doing some shopping, nephew. They out there doing some shopping. We putting this out there to everybody real quick. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, and even you. Hope everybody's doing well. You had a good week. Tonight's Friday Night Hype. We're going to split up a little bit. We are going to revisit with a young student athlete straight out the Met in the Columbia area. Get with this young man and see what he's been up to. Just a little bit. Again, we're still putting it out there. Hold on now. Hey, man, my coach staff locked. Tell him. Hey, I seen that, man, and I just fell out, Mike. I fell out. I was like, wait, hold on. I usually get the rumors and get the exclusives. I said, boy, ain't no way that man giving up that position, bro. Ain't no way. Brandon, what's happening? Tell a friend to tell a friend. We on and we live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition. That's it right there. We'll put some more out later. Appreciate it. You already know, tell a friend and tell a friend. We on live. Hopefully you had a nice, great, successful Friday. We're not ready for the GIC, the Gridiron Classic. Getting ready to come down the line. But in the meantime, hold on. Let's take that off. My fault, y'all. But in the meantime and in between time, we're going to get it what we came here for. We're going to get it what it came in for. Make sure you stay tuned to the second half of the show. Okay? That's what we're going to talk about. The rumor has it, some of the stuff we've been hearing, rumor meal or real deal. All right? We got to know. We got to know some of the stuff that's going on, even in the high school realm of things that's going on around here in the Low Country. We'll talk a little bit about that. And what our plans are for the upcoming season. All right? So, without any further ado, let me introduce you to one of the young student athletes that now plays with the Greenview Eagles. You already know, man. You see it up over there. Man. You know what GVE is to me. That is the HBCU of youth football when it comes down to it. To me, my eyes, call it how I see it, plain and simple, man. Love everything that those guys are doing over there. The brotherhood and everything that's happening. I'm pretty sure the internal stuff needs to stay internal. That's it. But anything other than that, man, they've been doing their thing. Really proud of Antoine and everything that's been going on out there. Entire coaching staff across the board. Real solid people. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you none other than Mr. Rodriguez in the building. What's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah, everything's everything, man. You guys, pretty decent season. The last go around, Greenview Eagles. For anybody who doesn't know, tell me what age group you play on.
10U.
On the 10U. Now, you getting ready to go up next season, or you still in 10U?
Well, I'm going to 10.
Oh, really? Big man on campus now, man. 10U, GVE. Got some stuff. I see you, GVE. I see you over there cooking a little something. I see you cooking a little something. Okay. Ronnie Johnson. Yeah, Ronnie, we came out of retirement, man. Listen, sometimes when the people call, you got to answer. So somebody made a call, said, hey, listen, it's time to do a recap. My baby's doing his thing. So we had to come back and go over the CrossFit again. Mr. Rodriguez right now, both sides of the ball. What do you think from last year that you learned that you can take on to next year and be just unstoppable?
I don't really know.
You don't really know. Do you have any areas that you're trying to work on your game?
No.
Not really. Think you got it down. You got it down pretty good. If having it down like that, do you consider yourself coachable?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great thing. First and foremost, that's a great thing to be coachable. That means you absorb everything that the coaches are trying to give to you. Not too long ago, for those who want to catch up just a little bit, Mr. Rodriguez played for the Metro Warriors, now with GVE last season, and coming up to this season with GVE. Down tackle, some linebacker, and on offense, between that guard tackle situation. How tall are you now?
5'2", I think.
5'2". Nice guard, nice little guard size up there moving, and don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Big man on campus, that's right. But I tell you, he can move. All right, you can tell him what other sports you do. Right now, you're in the midst of what, basketball season?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Teams making the playoffs. How do you think you guys gonna do?
I think we're gonna win
Yeah.
because we play teams that we already beat.
Ooh. Now let me ask you this. As a fan of the game, as I am, do you think it's hard to beat the same team twice?
No.
Ooh. So what is it that makes you say that? What makes you think that, nah, if we beat him the first time, we can beat him again?
Because like if we already beat them, then we might be like, oh, we already know we gonna win, and then we might just win.
Yeah. Some people may think a little bit different, right? I understand that if you have their number and they just don't have no size, they ain't got their stuff together, they ain't got the big man down there boxing out and doing all the other stuff, you probably could just run right through them. Some may say that they figured it out, right? They figured it out when you guys beat them the first time. They figured out what they had to do, they figured out a plan, and they came back and tried to execute that plan. Mr. Rodriguez says, don't even worry about it. Playoffs is going to be a walk in the park. What about championships? We bringing home the rings? Is that what we're trying to do?
Uh, yeah, we might win the championship.
All right. Did you guys lose this year? You lose any games?
We lost like three or five. Well, not like three or four.
And you got to see those teams again, right?
Probably we got to see one of them probably in the championship.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, you definitely good luck to you in that. Definitely handle your business. How's school going? What's some grades like?
A's and B's.
A's and B's? Boy, that's a student athlete right there, man. That's a student athlete. A's and B's. What is your favorite subject?
Uh, Probably science.
Ooh. What is it about science that has you interested?
I like to do experiments.
Oh, yeah. Not about blowing nothing up now. We ain't blowing nothing up, right? We
No.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's stay away from that part. Let's stay away from that part. Keep all them 10 digits. Keep all them 10 digits. Well, man, listen, I know for a fact there are plenty of stuff going around, but you stay involved in basketball, soccer. I think you said something about some 7v7 this season coming up. Yeah, what position? Where are you trying to be at on 7v7?
Last year when I played 7-on-7, I was a wide receiver, and most of the time, well, not most of the time, but I was usually at quarterback, and
Quarterback.
if I was at middle linebacker.
What? Wait. We didn't know this last time. This is new information. You can sling the ball, man?
Yes.
That boy, Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. You got an arm like that? Wide receiver. So that means you got hands too?
I'm pretty good at catching.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, let me ask you. You get any head taps?
Uh, at practice, but I didn't get any in the game.
Oh man, you gotta get that game one. You ready for that, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely gotta get that head tap, man. Get you all hyped up and all that. How's the team looking for 7v7? Do you know any of them already?
Yeah, I played this team last year.
Okay. All right. They did pretty well.
Uh, I mean, we didn't win every game, but we won some games.
Yeah. Let me ask you, as an athlete, student athlete at that, how does it feel when your record isn't where you think it should be?
Uh, I sometimes I think that we should have won some of the games that we don't lost.
Right. You get frustrated?
Uh, no, but my teammates every time we lose, they be like, bro, how we lost?
How do you deal with I would say if it doesn't bother you as much as it does them, because I'm saying at the end of the day, man, still be a kid. You know what I mean? Have fun with the game, do all that good stuff. How do you deal with losses?
Uh, just wait till the next game.
Wait till the next game. Get work on your craft a little bit at practice. Get ready to come back and execute when it comes to the game time.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. All right. What other hobbies, man? Other than sports, what else do you do when you're just chilling and hanging out?
Go outside and play basketball. Probably spend the night at my friend's house.
Yeah.
Or like play the game or something.
There you go. There you go. Because I know you got to have that work done. Them A's and B's don't come easy. They don't ever come easy. So you got to keep doing what you're doing. We definitely wish you nothing but the best of luck moving forward, man. We hope that as you grow and get better in the game, that you stick with it, man. That you stick with it, even through some of the rough times. And whenever you want to, this ain't your first time on the show. This is your second time. Whenever you're ready to come back and do a recap or something like that, just let us know some exciting news that's coming up. Um, definitely reach out. We do 7v7 down here in the low country too. You know that, right?
What team?
We do. It's all teams, man. A lot of teams are made out of Skyfa and things like that. And also, we have a lineman challenge. I do a lineman challenge down here. So if it's something
What?
you ever think, yeah, if it's something you ever think you want to get interested in, make sure you reach out to me, all right?
Okay.
My guy, my guy. Hey, any shout outs, anything you want to say to the people? Some of the people know you, some of them don't. But folks, he's been here before. We've done this thing. Last time we did a nice, decent, long interview. You know what I mean? But we just wanted to check in with Mr. Rodriguez, see how everything was going, seeing how life was happening, life was lifing. How'd the holidays go? You did well?
Uh, I mean it was alright,
Yeah. What
but I
what what
don't
was
think it was like the best, but
yeah?
it was
Oh,
okay.
okay. All right. What were we missing on the Christmas list? What did we miss?
Um, a couple of things well, I only got like two things that I wanted,
Okay.
but it doesn't really matter.
No, it does. Hey, you know what, man? At the end of the day, be thankful, right? We got to be thankful for what we get. Be thankful that we got family around and stuff like that. It's not always about the gifts, but I'm pretty sure you keep doing right with them grades and all that. Some of you got to realize, man, who pays your registration?
My mom.
Exactly. Merry Christmas. Who takes you to practice?
My mom.
There you
Sometimes
go.
my and my
Hey, Happy New Year. Who brings you back from practice?
my mom
There
or
you
my
go.
aunt.
Happy Hanukkah to you. All right. Now, last but not least, who feeds you and buys your clothes?
My mom and
Boy,
dad.
Boy, it sound like your Christmas is all right to me, brother. You alive? You ain't hungry? You got a roof over your head? I can see. You doing all right? Some folks ain't got that at all. You know what I mean? So we be thankful for the little things, man. You can turn your lights off and on. Somebody's lights just got cut off. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's all good. It's all good. We appreciate you, man, for stopping in and popping in. Any shout outs, anything you want to say?
I want to shout out to my mom and dad. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today.
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the way you end it right there, big dog. Hey, listen, don't be a stranger and don't be surprised if I come up there this season to come check you out. I got to see in person this young man perform. All right?
Well,
Most definitely, most definitely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rodriguez in the building straight out of GVE, Greenview Eagles. Let's go. Appreciate you, big dog.
okay.
There it is. Boom. Well, just like that. Come on, man. Yeah, it's every now and then you just got to check in. Check in. You know what I mean? You got. Hey, listen. You ever called your parents? Called somebody lately? You haven't checked in on them? Check in on them. Well, listen. Since we with that, we can almost go straight to a couple other things. First, I want to put y'all in a reminder, okay, that coming up here real soon is the 843 SC Elite Winter Flag League. Hope you got your team in. Rumor has it. There's about 20 teams involved in it this upcoming season. It's already locked up. No more teams are joining. And, you know, we're excited to be a part of something that is a little bit different. A little bit different. Don't forget, this is a 5-on-5, right, on the field. But it's flag football, so similar to the 7v7 rules, of course, right? Make sure if you are in that you have done your due diligence and that you get all the information, rules, regulations, things of that nature. We explained to 843 SC Elite that, you know, the jersey thing, we definitely understand that part. We get that. It might have been a little bit late to try to go find the NFL jerseys. And because it was zero registration fee this year, I believe 843 SC Elite was kind enough to have zero registration, was kind of looking out for you. But even right now, this late in the game, I still think it's a little high. It's just a tad bit high. But then when we expressed our concerns, then they came in with 30% off. Well, dang, that's really not, 30% off ain't too shabby. But worst comes to worst, ladies and gentlemen, wear your fall uniforms that you just had, especially if you're using some of the same kids from the fall program to come on to the 843 SC Elite Flag Winter Edition. You know what I mean? You can still just use your fall jerseys. You know, they'll fit on them. The flags will go around on the outside and you'll be just fine. If you get an NFL jersey, then you do have to find a team from the NFL to rep that will, your team's name will be under. If you want to use just regular, let's just say, Fort Dorchester. I don't believe that they're in, but I'm just using them as an example. If you want to keep Fort's just uniforms and rock out with that, you can, but you cannot put an NFL logo on the Fort Dorchester uniform, right? I'm just using them as an example. That's it. So it would be interesting to see, if you really want to keep it reasonable on a budget and things like that. That would be the suggestion. T-shirts, something like that. I don't think you have to come out too fancy. First year, everybody's trying it out. There's going to be a couple of kinks. You just got to know how to, maneuver through them and things like that if they occur. I'm pretty sure there's always something that, people forget or something of that nature. But I believe it's going to be all right. I believe it's going to be all right. Lots of things are happening. If you guys didn't hear, I believe that 843 SC Elite is speaking with colleges here near the area. And I believe championships, it was mentioned, rumor has it, that they might be locking in for championships. So don't forget, there's only 4 or 5 weeks of this thing going on. Playoffs, straight to championships. Similar to 7v7, might be done on the same day. Who knows? Who knows? So, if you haven't gotten in this year, make sure that you're all about it and that you're paying attention what's going on, just in case you want to get in for next season. Lots of talk. Again, rumor mill or real deal. We don't know, but talks are going around about SC 843 SC Elite doing spring. Woo! That's the rumor has it. That's what the rumor has. I don't know. I really, really, really don't know. Also, we heard, we didn't know how to take it, so of course we had to call the source about the Coach DJ. First of all, congratulations on going down there with that All-Star team, man. Hey, from what I heard, very, very, very impressive. Coach DJ has been a fan of the show, personal guy that I can talk to. We can talk to, kick it back and forth when we see each other. I always try to give him his flowers, let him know how he's doing. But what people didn't see was the struggle that he went through to get to where he is right now. All right, a couple of teams, a couple of org changes, things like that just wasn't the right fit. West Ashley Junior Wildcats, to me, from the outside looking in, I don't get inside the business and all the other stuff. Looked like a good fit. And he's actually been producing. So when I saw the post go up about him possibly not being there, I'm like, I don't know, right? So of course I called a source over at Fort Dorchester to ask, hey man, are you guys recruiting and stuff like that? I was told right then, first words, rumor mill. All right. So if anybody's wondering if Fort Dorchester is talking and, to Coach DJ, sources tell me, inside sources tell me that is not the case. So me personally, I think the young man has built something, created something over there at West Ashley. It's a business, and West Ashley Wildcats can do whatever West Ashley Wildcats want to do. To each his own bottle of Patron. But I don't think letting go of Coach DJ would be a good move. If it's something more personal, something like that is happening, just can't get along. Hey, I totally get it. But me personally, I wouldn't get rid of him. He's doing some amazing things over there, and people are seeing that. So that helps in all sorts of ways, whether it be recruiting and bringing people into the program, having people transfer over to the program, because believe it or not, that 6U is a tough sell to parents. It's a tough sell. It's young kids, my baby's too small, he's fragile, he's this, he's that. There's no telling. It's just a tough sell to people out there. So it'd be interesting to see if any changes were made. I don't think so. I think it's just people trying to recruit and people just trying to shake the tree a little bit. What else is rumor mill that we've heard as of late? Out of rumor mill, it's a real deal. Shout out to my guy, Coach Weinstead over there at Goose Creek, who stepped down from head coach over there with the Gators. I like the guy. I like the guy. I don't have any personal, disagreements with him. We've always talked. He's always been real approachable, always made time for me. And a lot of things we talked about, we never just, I never brought here on the show and just tried to, hey, I talked to Coach Wanstead and this is what he said. He didn't do that because it was just more of, just two grown men talking, talking football, high school football at that. Of course, with the transfer portal that hit Goose Creek last year pretty hard. I think out of all the teams that we've seen and heard about and everything out there that I think from my own personal standpoint and own view, from what I've seen with my own two eyes, that team got hit the hardest. That team definitely got hit the hardest. So it was probably a hard pill to swallow. The year before that, they did pretty decent. The year before that, they weren't too shabby. They weren't too shabby. Won a couple of games they didn't think they was going to win. Lost a few games that they probably should have won. But sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles, if you will. I think he took a lot of that blame, a lot of that, and it could have been on him. I didn't, know the inside the program that well. Some would say that, maybe, put himself in front of, another bullet or something like that. Who knows? But rumors have it that another name is already in the hat. Don't want to give that name out yet. We might wait. We might come back, do a show with that person. So I don't, we don't want to say. But we do know that there are a couple of names already in the hat, as this is now that time. Basketball season's getting close, midway through basketball. That these kids are going to start getting back in the gym and start getting some training. Even though 7v7 has started up, or is getting ready to get started, 7v7 is getting ready to get started. Some are already playing tournament-wise and things like that. Shout out to Slaughterhouse, or the guys did very well last weekend with their tournament down there in Northwood. But these are the times that these student athletes get better, right? These are the times that running back coaches get them in formation and start getting down some footwork and some body movement and things like that. So you take advantage of this off season, right? As most of us do. I myself personally just took off for a little while just to, hey man, enjoy family, right? Sit back, relax a little bit, enjoy life, enjoy the property, enjoy the house and all that other stuff. Just overall, just been chilling. Do nothing crazy. Still watching y'all and seeing what's going on out there. Other than that, not too much going on. Had a great time. Shout out again, Palmetto I-20 series. We did it at Brooklyn Casey this past season. Man, woo-wee. Oh, we saw some stuff, man. We saw some stuff. Y'all should have saw it. It was on live. We saw some stuff out there. So it never disappoints going out there seeing those people. Yeah, you gotta, Mike, it's just like you have to reboot, if you will. Some people don't take as long. They don't take as long, but you don't have to worry about, maybe not going to practice and not worry about picking up this kid and doing it. You just sometimes need a break, man. Just need a break to be the adult. And, I grind on the 9 to 5 and go get some extra hours and try to get, just stack a little something. Just stack a little nest egg, a little something. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing personal. Wasn't nothing major. Just getting back to what I do. You know what I mean? Just that we hustle different. So speaking of we hustle different, as most of you know, we stepped away from Goose Creek. It's nothing. It was nothing that Goose Creek High School, the fans, the players, the coaches, it was nothing like that. It was nothing like that. We like everybody over there, from the staff to the guys up there with me running the clock and doing all that stuff, man. We had a ball. Troy's an awesome guy. Real easy to talk to. Some of the things were just a little bit different. It was just a little bit different. I am a orderly person. I like to have all that stuff and know about it ahead of time and things like that. So it's just little things, man. Maybe it was me. I don't know. But so we were looking forward to this season possibly doing something a little bit different. I know that in the high school they have the game of the weeks also. So my thought process was to do something different this year, like go to a game, maybe not the game of the week, maybe it's the games y'all want to see, and go out there and live stream that game. Give my commentary behind them and things of that nature, and just have fun with it and get into some high school a little bit more this year. Talk to some people behind the scenes. Some stuff is talked about, really not any motion, not any real motion. The motion was the conversation, right? We had to have that conversation. So, oh, well, God, look, Corey. Here goes Corey. Don't forget, hold on, Corey. You want to get You want to get your grind on, man. You want to get your grind on. 'Tis the season. It's still off season. Come on, man. Get labeled. That's what it is. Get labeled. All right, my man Corey Boyd in the building already. Come on, man. Play with me. Play with me. Play with me. All right, so I ain't even going to avoid the question. Down there. Jiggy Boys will be going into Sky for AUD2 as a true 7. It's going to be a great year. Hey, man, listen, if they're coming from Coach Mike and then go up to either Will Bell or any of those guys, man, Fort's just well put together. So, I mean, no matter where you go, you know, even if you're D2, D1, I don't care. I've told Naz, I've told every staff member over there at Fort Dorchester, man, your D2 is D1-ish. Like, you know, to make those decisions, there's no way. I don't know how you guys do it. To make those decisions of D1, D2 is probably got to be hard. If you're like some of the other teams, like Ashley Ridge, they go back and they do their tryouts again, things like that. That's a blessing. That really is a blessing. As light as anybody would take it, that's more of a blessing. Coach Mike said now he's moving with him. But let's get back to right here with Mr. Corey Boyd. Thanks for tuning in first and foremost, man. Appreciate you, man. Didn't know. So, like I was just talking about, Corey, I don't know. Can you put the whole blame eventually? I mean, no matter what, it all comes down to the head coach, right? They don't know offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. Was it just bad play calling? Was it this or that? But then again, if Weinstead let it happen, that's kind of where, you know, one game, maybe two, you let the prisoners run the asylum type stuff. I almost want to cuss, but where do you fix it? You know what I mean? Putting the right people in the right positions. As a coach and a head coach, you have to be a good manager. All right? You have to know that the team behind you, the team of coaches behind you are capable, right? They're capable of doing their job. You have to manage them. If you see something not going right, then I think you should step in and say something. If nothing changes, nothing fixes, you got to now make the fix. You have to now make the fix. You know, it's really not about a friendship and all that stuff. We become real cool. We can become real cool. But if we're so cool that I can't come to you and tell you that I don't think you keeping up with your stuff, I don't think you ain't applying yourself, Smokey, then, and you don't fix it, like my man says, we got to cut ties. Did Weinstead jump in front of a bullet for some just so they can keep it? He's going to take the blame. Like, no matter what, he's going to get the blame, right? The kids left because the kids wanted to leave. You know what I mean? And left him in a position that he still took on his shoulders, and he came back and he did the best he could with what he had this season. You know what I mean? What do you say in the transfer portal? By the transfer portal being so talked about nowadays, it's hard to say, you know, is it the coach? Is it not the coach? The kids will have one opinion. The parents will have another opinion, and won't nobody really know the truth. I was with Goose Creek for the last couple of years. Like I said, I've talked to Coach almost on every occasion that I went there, simply out of respect. Jesus, Corey, I can't even. Coach Mike said, "Nah, I'm moving up with them." Whole stick. Ooh, Lord, the whole staff. So hold on now. You almost going. Hold on now, Mike. So that means there is a vacancy over there at the 6U, Fort Dorchester. I saw the post went up asking about coaches, this, that, third. So what you saying, there might be a vacancy. Ooh, hey, I don't know. Is there still talent there? I believe that the talent that is there at Goose Creek, unfortunately, is a year or two behind. Meaning, you talk about B team and some JV, you know, JV and B team mix, like once they get all their varsity, first year is going to be rough. Second year, you'll start seeing them bloom a little bit. Third year, moving on to the fourth year. All right, Mike said rumor mill. I believe that there is talent at Goose Creek. I just don't think it's there right now. And it's just my opinion. Lost a lot last year when it came to just the seniors. Not last year, year before last. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the seniors left. They had talent. Moving on to the next year, you had the running back who he turned around and he transferred. He left out, went to Stratford, had an amazing year. You had a couple more lead wide receivers, quarterbacks, things like that. And the people who stepped up, congratulations to them. You know what I mean, for stepping up and giving their all throughout the season. It was just rough. It was rough to watch. It was rough to witness. And I'm pretty sure if from us on the outside looking in, you got to think it's about a little bit of pride behind it. You know what I mean? Because they still showed up every game. They still showed up every game. Play calling could be a little bit different, but I will say this: this is no cover to anything. You can come out with a playbook all year long. You can come up with a play. It just you cannot know what you can run until you know what you have. That's just my opinion. I don't think you can have this style, this formation, have all that stuff together. But if you don't have the talent to put in there, or that athlete to put in there, what the hell is that? What is that? What's that playbook? What's that doing? You know what I mean? Maybe you need to snap back. You just go back to ABCs or something. I don't know. I don't know. Sounds like a development issue. All right. How can I answer that one? How can I respond to that one? I still think it's a young team. Development is always going to be development. Nobody's going to sit there and say they played a perfect game, every single practice, all the time. So I think development is an issue. I don't want to say development's an issue. Development's an issue in the younger ages and all that other stuff. If you're not getting it in high school football, then you probably not getting no playtime. You shouldn't be. But if that's all you have, what can I do? Now, I tell you what you can do. You'd have to, unfortunately, take a step back in time and then go back and develop them. You would have to take the time, especially with a young group. Some of those guys, hey man, that was their first year playing varsity, things of that nature. You have to take a step back, right? Look amongst yourself, see what you have, talent-wise, what's good, who needs the most work, where can we go, where can we go from here, what can we do on the field, that type of thing. And I know it's probably a little easier said than done, because hey, I'm just the media guy on the outside looking in, right? But I think more, Corey, is now I'm thinking, is it too late? Is it too late? Or that within a year or two you're going to rebuild, right? First year in, do we expect the coach, whoever it is, right, that comes in and takes Wannsted's spot? What do you expect from that coach? What do you expect from him? You know what I mean? Winning season to come out when you do have quite a few returners. But you had some that were young. I say they can't ball. They're just young. So you have majority of juniors and things like that. Gonna have a high school bundle for highlights coming soon. Tap in. Hey, Austin, you heard me just a minute ago, man. Listen, get with me, man, because I'm thinking about going to pop up and doing something from the stands versus having to go into anybody's booth and just having fun with high school football. And that's kind of what we're leaning towards, for Friday nights, not to even go in anybody's booth and just go out there and go find the games we want to go to and just jump in the stands and knock it out. Is the athletic department open to build? That is a great question. That's a great question. So what I do know is the student body number went way down. The transfer portal opened up around the same time. It just got ugly for them. it got real ugly for him. You know what I mean? So I don't see how you cannot be open to rebuild. Um, a long time ago, we used to have this phrase and this saying. Myself, my nephew, Miss Janelle Curtis, Booker T. Peak, change the culture, change the game. The culture could be anything. We're not talking about color and all the other stuff. And I just, think way outside the box, folks. Bear with me. Change the culture, change the game. You now have to get the student athletes either one or two things, Corey. You have to get them developed and get them right so Goose Creek can still be Goose Creek as it's been known in history, right? Not just the easy team to run through and all the other stuff, at least be competitive, right? Or you have to start letting people look at Goose Creek in that manner to want to come to Goose Creek. So, what do you build? What do you build? You build a coaching staff that everybody knows. Some may know, some may not know. Some they love, they rock with, that type of thing. I think now you almost have no choice because your program dwindled down. Dwindled down. Like so much so that I wasn't lying when I said I've seen more kids on a youth sideline than I did at the high school level of Goose Creek last year. That's the dead honest truth. So you have to be. I think now you have to be open minded to how you're going to proceed forward. What's going to draw the attention? What's going to be the development? Like you have a handful of things that you have to work on. You know what I mean? And is is Coach Weinstein is his head the only one on the chopping block? Mm. Uh, is his head the only one on the chopping block? Who knows? Who knows, right? You got to make some changes. It's not really like you got to shake it up a little bit, man. We got to just, don't let your weakness be exposed, and that's a hard sell. You can't, if you, what the heck do you do, in high school football, you can't run or throw the ball? You know what I mean? What are we doing? What are we doing? We got to find one way. If it's a run game, well, doggone it, we gonna be conditioned like a mug. We gonna be conditioned like none other. If we gotta run all game, I gotta find me 2 or 3 dogs. I don't need no cats. Find me 2 or 3 dogs to do what they gotta do. Sounds like an interesting opportunity for a fresh start, and that is. And the start, you know what? You're absolutely right, Corey. There is even no answer to that or no debate or anything like that. But you know how we go. We don't debate no way. Everybody just has their opinion. I feel that you're entitled to it. I think that is a great opportunity for a fresh start. Um, but, 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 think about it. After the start and you get ready, these guys got to gel. These coaches got to gel. They got to be on the same page. Whoever takes in for head coach, it's almost like let's just use Corey as an example since we're here talking and he's on the show. All right, and I'll keep it brief. Corey comes in as a wide receiver coach, right? Bring in a head coach who also does offense and he probably knows wide receiver and he knows he should know a little bit about every position. Right? You should know. Even if you don't, doesn't mean that you're bad. You just better be a great damn manager. But what you don't want is that head coach telling you what to do with your wide receivers if your wide receivers don't have that issue. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it starts getting that's when the friction starts coming in a little bit, Corey, if you get what I'm saying. So whoever they choose, whoever they give the opportunity to come in has to be a good manager. Whether or not, if he can teach you, maybe not on the field is where it needs to happen. Maybe it's something about, hey, Corey, meet me down at Lux Cigar Lounge down there off of Ashley Fonsfade Road, man. We're going to get a cigar. We're going to get a little taste. We're going to cool out. And we're going to just chop it up a little bit. And, there's ways of bringing that stuff up and about. not out there in front of everybody, in front of the student athletes and stuff like that. So it'd be, it's head coach needs to hit the ground running on his coach prime. But hey, listen, I don't know no other way. There can't be another way. So when you say hit the ground running, you talk about you gonna shake some trees. You gonna have to shake some trees. And if the leaves fall, well, doggone it, the leaves done fell. We keep on going. We keep on growing. Right? Just because a couple leaves fall, ain't never stopped no tree from growing. Right? That tree would have to literally fall over. It's gonna shed a few leaves, but when it comes back bigger, better, and even a little bit stronger. So I think that if Goose Creek makes a sound decision, that if they hit the ground running, like Corey says, and his Coach Prime vibe, then I think you have to have the people around you be on that same wavelength, right? So new head coach, maybe not, who knows, brings in some other sources that could help out, that could be a part of the squad. Kids know, right? They kind of follow a little bit. You draw that little attention to it just a little bit. Work on your development. Like Corey says, get on your development heavy, right? I don't care about losing a game. I don't want to just come out there and get my head stomped either. And didn't, have a chance in the heck to get a touchdown, or we didn't even move the ball type stuff. So that's when you start seeing your development move and change a little bit, right? We can move the ball. We can do this. We can do that. That's what you keep in the arsenal. I keep that. Okay, we can do this play, that, but somebody needs to be up there with that. You know what I mean? And see what's working. So that's what it is. Ooh, men holding men accountable. That is, you ain't lying. And that's exactly what it is, man. It's accountability at the end of the day. I think, I like Jason, man. I don't think anybody has I hope, if you have a personal problem with him, somebody out there, I'm saying, has a personal problem with him, then that's between y'all. I've never had an issue with the man. I've seen some of the games, seen some of the calls, of course, referees, we're not going to put excuses out there for it or anything like that, but it kind of is what it is. So the Goose Creek thing, it's an opportunity. Hope it's not a distraction, because I've already seen one young student athlete who was on there that has turned around and went to another school. Don't know, and it just happened a few days right before Jason turned around and stepped down. So, do you continue with it? You go ahead and get your stuff and you're gone, to heck with it? Or do you wait around and see what the change is going to be? Development. Men holding men accountability. New staff. Change the culture. Possibly change the game. Right? I know the fans are loyal as I don't know what. They come out there every week, man. I'm talking about, there's a group of guys that sit in front of me that, man, they've been coming out to these games. They've been coming out to these games. So it's a pride thing. It's an honor thing. So it's going to be real interesting to see what they do. All right. Other than that, what's coming up next? We are still free for a little bit. Also, PhDU Sports this year, half of PhDU Sports has been looked at to go and do home games for one in particular Skyfa team, and we're considering it. We're considering it. It's on the table. We have some motion, and we possibly could make it work. So that might be what we're doing. When it comes to the other half and the game of the weeks and things like that, we definitely want to continue that along with Skyfa. But there is another way I want to do it. I haven't talked to the commissioner yet. It's just been rolling around in my mind for the last couple of weeks. So before I tell y'all, definitely I gotta go talk to the commission first and see, and then we'll bring it back out if that's what we're gonna do, because it's gonna ramp it up. It's gonna ramp it up. It's gonna have a lot of stuff. It's still gonna be Skyfa. I'm loyal to the soil. So we're still gonna be Skyfa. We're just gonna do it in a different way. right? To help make sure we get the word out to everybody and get everybody that chance to get on a live stream or interviews or, let me come out there and call a game for them type stuff. That's what we'll be looking forward to. So there's an idea I have. Again, I'll run it by the commissioner and see what it does. As far as high school goes, Weinstead stepped down to Goose Creek. I had stepped down from Goose Creek. Then I received a call from a representative from Goose Creek saying, hold on, wait a minute, don't do it just yet. So we're teetering a little bit, but the idea to come out there and watch some of these high school games was definitely in the plans. It was definitely in the plans to be able to go sit in the stands, watch a game that might not be on Live 5 or Channel 2, Channel 4, whatever you watch, and be able to watch it right here on PHTU Sports and have me commentating and, whoever's in the booth doing their thing, hey, let them have at it. You know what I mean? So, I'm the skybox bully. I ain't going to come up in the booth and do it. I can do it right there from the stands and still do my thing. Y'all already know. You already know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we appreciate y'all. We'll be back. The more information we find out, actually, next up, we'll bring back Coach Brian from the 843 SC Elite Winter Flag League and find out what moves, who is in. We want to know some of these teams now. We got to know. We got to know who is in. How's everything being planned out? How's it going thus far? Who's interested? Who's in? Who's out? We don't care about who's out. Who might have fell off? Where is it? We're just talking low country, talking Midlands, a little bit of both. What's happening? All right. And also we want to know what college has he been talking to that gave him the green light to have playoffs and championships at their field. Woo-hoo. Lots of stuff going on. Preseason. No, not preseason. Sorry. Off season right now, but we know basketball is going on. Some of y'all enjoying basketball. 7v7. Don't forget, during this off season, you too can get labeled. All right, make sure you go like, share, and follow Mr. Corey Boyd, who's right here. Also, hold up, wait a minute. Oh, it's not no rumor mill. It's the real deal. The Spartans are war ready. Huh? Spartans coming back down to the low country. Now they merged with another team and will be coming back down here to play home games. I believe it's at Pinewood Prep this season. Pinewood Prep will be hosting the games, all home games, probably about mid-season. I will be doing a youth night. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned for that because it'll be well discounted for you guys to get in there. I think right now it's around $7 to $10 to get in the game. You know me, man. Come on, man. The voice of the low country. We're going to try to chop that in half. We'll see what we can do. But we definitely going to have fun with it. A field goal challenge, some things like that are in the works or in the plans. $50 field goal, place it out there, let a couple of student athletes get a shot, draw a name randomly, let them go for the field goal, that type of stuff. All right. Also, don't forget, come on, man, the running back, Mr. J.V. Fordham University, still training those running backs, still getting that footing right, still doing everything they need to get those student athletes in the game. All right. Also, Rare Flex. We make it rare so you can flex. Right Hand Roofing. Put your roof in the right hands. Speaking of 7v7 and in the right hands, ooh-wee, they back. Air Traffic Control Circuit is back. You haven't already jumped in, man. They're going a lot of places this season. We'll be tapped into a couple of them. We'll reach back out to Franklin per our last conversation. Atlanta was in there. These guys are going all over. I know they're coming to the low country. I think they're mixing up with Naz over there at Fort Dorchester. They'll be doing their thing. All right, so stay tuned for a lot of that to come up. Also, where is Low Country Football Group playing 7v7 this year? We don't know. Rumor mill, real deal. But you're like, hold on, Professor. Aren't you a part of the Low Country Football Group circle? Well, yes, I am. And doggone it, I still don't know. So I'll let you know. Somebody's keeping secrets, man. We got to find out. Where are we playing at this year? Where are we playing at this year? Huh? Somebody tell me something. Somebody tell me something. But ladies and gentlemen, hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all had a blessed week. Keep on doing what you're doing, right? Get those cats trained up right now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Get in where you fit in, right? Do your due diligence. I know a lot of these cats, they roll with me. I will vouch for them, right? But I want you to do your due diligence. Find out who they are. If you don't know the label, to get labeled, you can go out there. You can watch for free. You can participate. 2 days, I believe, is what he's giving out free to see if it's something that you like. Go find out if it's something that fits you, right? It might not. You might not fit with them. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So, but you go out there and do your due diligence and find out what's right. All right? You already know what it is, man. It's the one and only. I am the Professor, PhD, Youth Sports. Stay blessed and highly favored.